What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel, and for today's video we're going to be looking at how to do a neck taper. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And to start it off, we're going to be taking our 1.5. You can use your 1.5 guard. At this case I'm using my osters with a 1.5 detachable blade, and we're just going to be going straight up while removing the bulk and setting down our shape. This step is an essential part of my cutting system just because you can do a lot of things at once. You can set up your shape and the blend right away from the shorter hairs to the longer hairs just by going straight up and following the contour of the head. And it makes it easier for you to blend the longer hairs afterwards just because there's less blending work to do when you go straight up. And for our next step, you're going to want to grab your trimmer and set down your first guideline. Make sure to keep it consistent and straight all throughout the head. The next step of this taper process would be a lever open. And you're going to want to set in a guideline that's about roughly 1/2 inch. And now to clean up the line that we just created, just put the lever down and slowly flick out that bottom line. And at this point, you're going to want to adjust the lever accordingly as you get up to the fade. Now for this step, grab your number 1 open and slowly flick out that dark line. This process should be pretty easy to follow because we've already established a clean canvas before starting the haircut by taking it down to 1.5. And with your number 1 guard, it should be pretty easy to take down that bulk and blend it in. And now we're going to be grabbing our 0 guard and really detail out the blend. And I highly suggest using the corners of your blade to avoid cutting too much hair than necessary. So to connect our fade to the longer hairs, I'm going to be using my shears, my thinning shears specifically, to soften up that dark line that you see on the longer hairs, and then do some clipper over comb action to finish off our fade. Taking your time with this process is essential to achieving a clean haircut. Being concise and using consistent strokes is the key for a nice blend. And now to finish off the haircut, we're going to be lining him up by tapping away from the hairline to avoid pushing it back. Being gentle with the trimmers is key to providing an excellent customer service for your clients. You don't want to be tapping very hard at the back of the neck because that is a very sensitive area. So especially if you have sharp trimmers. So if you're a new barber, develop a steady hand and a light touch. That way you can avoid giving rashes or cut marks on the back of your client's neck. And that's my steps on achieving a nice clean neck taper. And as always, if you guys have any questions on my steps and how I do my system, feel free to comment down below and we'll get them sorted out. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, like and share it to your friends and your family. And that really helps my channel a lot. So I appreciate everybody that's taking their time out of their day to share my content.